that's not good. Is the engine going? He's not going to be allowed onto the circuit.
No, Wayu is there.
Was it Ferozi?
It's not him.
Ferozi up at the back. I think it's Ferozi.
Or is it?
Yeah, Ferozi,
yeah.
last man. Okay, but we are under starters' orders. Race number 1 of the season. And we are racing. Quick start in the middle from Tanat Leongpliao. It's nice to get off to a good start. And bike number 31's done exactly that. Herjan Atner comes through as well. Also behind them, Waina Grohu, bike 89, makes a move. Not the best from Irampawi. He'll go through into P3.
Yeah, he'll just chop inside the Yamaha of Wayu Nugroho, but he didn't actually. Good work there by Wayu.
It was Ferozi Torikatula who will not be on the grid. A horrible way to start the season. Tanat just leads the way. And look behind there, you see Kazma Daniel, the defending champion. On bike number 57, the lime green, easy to pick out. Yeah. In P6.
Tanat's had a bit of a mixed weekend. Very mediocre yesterday, but found some race pace in qualifying on normal race tyres and did a really good lap time on qualifiers as well. So he's found what he's looking for. There he is, fighting to stay at the front. He has got time. And Anupab's got time as well, the number 500, slithering up into P3.
That's
going to turn
so
10.
Anupab, that move, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Leaves the braking late and aggressive move up the inside, but Carolyn Powey's edged into the front. And that might be a little bit disconcerting for those behind him because he's been so quick. Kip, he was 9/10 quicker than anybody else in qualifying this morning.
Yeah, we really need to look out now for Kazma, who's further adrift than I thought he'd be at this stage. There he is, right in the middle. P7, green number 27. He's just behind Helmi and just in front of Izam.
Anupab edges into P2. Very aware that he doesn't want Carolyn Powey to go. And Carolyn Powey slams the gate on Anupab Samoon. Very interesting lines through. Kip leads from Anupab, from Waina Grohu, from Tanat, from Helmi Asman. Good work from Helmi on bike number 32 to get up into P5.
Yeah, he looks really determined. He's had a battle with that bike all weekend.
That's a battle there to hold on to that. Went a little bit wide, lost a place to Herjan. Izam Iqbal's done well to get himself up into P8.
Yeah, what has Kazma got? Well, he's moved up a place into 6.
Carolyn Powey still leading the way. It's a 10-lap race. Great power, a step up from the 250s, the 600s. You can hear it, you can feel it as they go past us on the home straight.
Yeah, the sound that these 600cc 4-cylinder machines make is really tingling.
Tingling at the moment is Carolyn Powey.
Yeah.
Famous name, but not won an ARRC title. Won a Junior Asian Talent Cup back in 2014.
Yeah, Kazma taking it steady. He knows he's got time, and he has had, as I said, really good pace this weekend.
And he was in P6, kind of sticking with him. 98 leads the way. 32 Helmi. Still looks like he's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, but 32 hounding. 31 Tanat Longpliao for Honda Racing Thailand, currently in P4.
Kazma Daniel Mayudin, champion.
Yeah, Herjan on the back of that group. 46 behind Kazma, the green number 27.
Well, good pace from the Yamahas, and this time the initiative is taken by Anupab Samoon, and Anupab is in the lead for the first time. And now Carolyn Powey has got the slipstream to follow. That'll be an interesting one to compete against. Who's got the speed down the straight? Well, it looks like it's Anupab.
Yeah, the Hondas have been remarking on the speed of the Yamahas in the 600 category. And moving his way up into P4 is Helmi Asman.
Yeah, that was counterintuitive because he went, the Honda was quick there. Gosh, Tanat drops down. Kazma still not able to make an impression, but nobody's really been dropped. The front six are all pretty much close, within a second of each other. Ooh, little bit congested.
Yeah, Helmi went a little bit wide there.
That's what I mean, he's struggling a couple of times. It just seems like the bike balance isn't quite right for him.
Yeah, it's getting the front end to turn. But he's staying in front of Tanat Longpleo for now. Kazma remains 6th. But a long way to go, Des.
2:11.198, the fastest lap from Anupab Samun. 1/10 quicker than Wainagrohu, so the Yamaha's looking pretty quick. Mohammed Helmi Asman posting a 2:11.199. And Helmi, well, you've said that he's had one or two problems, and he came off this morning, didn't he?
He did.
But he knows this circuit like the back of his hand. And he rides it in Underbone, he rides it in Super Sport, he's ridden it in just about every bike imaginable.
Yeah, the fact that he's overcoming the struggles that he's had this weekend says a lot about his character, I think.
Two groups, Kazma Daniel just leading the second group, bike number 27. Persian Atna is closing in as they come round. Once again, where Kazma goes very, very wide, will lose a little bit of time. It's going to be Caroline Dumpawi who leads through 3 laps completed. And very little between them. And again, Anupab Samun looked like he had the pace on the straight. And look at that, Helmi comes on the inside of Wainagrohu.
Yeah, Wai's been looking really good. He's been in a solid 3rd place right the way through until now. And that's Helmi coming through, fighting his way through. Oh, and we've got, what's the number there?
That's Kitsada.
There's the number 18. Kitsada Tanachot is out.
He'd been struggling. It means Ikmal's got a chance just to get ahead of him. But Kitsada dropping out. Fairozi didn't make the start.
Yeah, and Helmi really finding his pace here. He's challenging Anupab for P2 now.
Fingernail biting stuff for Carol Dumpawi's pit crew. Zul, bottom left, as I've been waiting for Carol Dumpawi to really come good. Occasionally he gets there. Tail end of last season, it was looking good. This is a competitive field he's in. No, Anupab, we know all about Anupab.
Yeah, he come good late in the race too, Anupab. He doesn't mind riding when the tyres go off. He just wrings the neck of his bike to get the quick performance out on worn tyres, so he's going to be good late in the race. Just on balance, I think that Kip looks in control. Good cool head on him, and look, here comes Helmi. This is impressive from him. Ooh, Kazma, an error from him. That's cost him.
That's cost him a lot. It's cost Herjan Atna. I was going to ask you about Herjan. Herjan's just been happily just keeping a second or so behind the whole group, a second and a half off the pace. He's not out of it, Herjan. But look at that, Helmi. Helmi goes through into the lead.
Well, that's against the odds. So let's see if he can convert that. He's gone ahead of Anupab. That must have been a mistake from Caroline Dumpawi, I would guess. It's allowed those two through. Let's see. He's got lots of time to come back. But Helmi has been climbing his way through ever since the lights went out.
We're not even halfway through the race. Anupam Sarman with the fastest lap of the race so far. Anyone down to, even McKinley Carl-Paz at 1.8 seconds down, isn't completely out of a podium place. You'd imagine these front four would be the ones who will contest it. But just being dropped there is Wayo Nugroho. Now, what is Kazma? Kazma made that big mistake. Has he been able to come back? The answer is no. Wayo Nugroho for Herjan Atner's pulled away. Herjan's put in some good split times. A 27.4 was the fastest in a 27.2 from Tanat Longplow, fastest in Sector 1.
Kazma trying to make his way back up, but he's got really good quality competition he's got to get through.
Well, there's a lot of competition. McKinley Carl-Paz has got ahead of him on that Yamaha. Good to see Carl-Paz for the Philippines showing up. Tanat Longplow's gone backwards, but the Yamahas of the defending champion, McKinley Carl-Paz, can they work together to maybe get closer to the front 4 or 5? Certainly to get closer to Herjan Atner.
Yeah, on track or in practice, it's the first time that Kyle has gotten ahead of his teammate Kazma.
Helmy holds a nice tight line, gets a nice drive out. I've been to this circuit hundreds of times. I still don't know what the best line is out of that hairpin.
No, consensus is the inside line, isn't it? But sometimes people surprise you.
Yeah, so often you've seen it not work. In the meantime, he's looking confident. I still think he's struggling with control. That bike looks like it's getting away from him. He's having to lean that little bit extra.
There's a lot of effort going into this by Helmy. He has been training hard in the off-season. So Helmy just, sorry, not Helmy, Caroline Powie dropping back a little bit.
Going back to that comparison between Helmy, see how much Helmy is working. Anupam looks like he's smooth as silk, leaned into the corner. Helmy looks like he's dragging and pulling, physically demanding.
Yeah, this is definitely a big workout for Helmy Asman. It's the start of the season though, and he's fit.
Midway point, Herjan Atner, bike 46, posted the fastest lap time, has got himself onto the end of this train.
Yeah, you literally took the words out of my mouth then, Des. This is Herjan coming through now. The fastest lap of the race. Out of the 3 leaders, Helmy is the quickest.
Herjan had an acclimatization year last year. He had 1 win at Mandalika, but generally wasn't able to really get close to the podium places. But here he's certainly put himself in the mix with half of this race, just under half of this race still to go. Behind them, McKinley Carl-Paz is holding off the challenge of Tanat and Kazma. And Fadila Arabi is finding the step up to 600s a little bit tough, but he's holding on to P9 is Fadila.
Yeah, Fadila will get there.
There's Herjan.
And Herjan is getting there. It was his rookie season last time.
With 4 laps to go, Helmy Asman has a 0.4 of a second lead from Anupam. You're quite right, Caroline Powie, Kip has dropped back a little bit and is under pressure. But Herjan, he's just kept close, and now he's in touch.
Yeah, he's in touch. He has got Wayo Nugroho definitely in his sights. And I just fancy as his pace is increasing in the later stages of the race, he is going to get through. He's going to have to work hard to get himself onto the podium. He's going to have to get through Kip to do that.
Away from the pictures, I can tell you Dimaseki Pratama has just gone through in P11. Well, he went through about 10 seconds ago. Herjan Atner is there. Now then, what can we see from Caroline Powie? Herjan. A look over the shoulder from Helmy, who still looks like he's working hard, but his lap times are quick. He's just posted the fastest of the race, the first inside 2:11.
Yeah, this for me, this is really impressive from Helmy, regardless of what happens in the next 3 laps or so. Anupab unshakable just behind him.
And Kip is wondering, I think, what's going on behind him, and might be a little bit concerned that it's a 5/10 of a second gap between him and Anupab Sarmoon.
Yeah, it's frustrating when you just see the riders in front of you getting away a little bit and you can't quite match the pace. You have to find something, and it's not close enough for a slipstream. The braking, he might be able to make something up, but the riders in front of him are so good. It's a huge ask. It would really take a mistake.
A little bit of a wobble there as Kip was forced wide, no chance to make up, and a little bit of tyre degradation will go on. Not that it really comes into play. But still, Helmi Asman, as Anupab's posted at the fastest time. We're only 700ths quicker than Helmi. Well, we didn't predict this beforehand. We didn't predict Helmi getting to the front. Maybe we hoped.
Yeah, it's interesting though, isn't it, that the lap times are getting faster now at these later stages of the race.
4 riders inside now, 2:11. Ercan Atna, 2:11 dead.
Who's going to...
Asma unable to make any real headway.
Yeah, it's so surprising. He looked almost imperious yesterday in practice. And today he's struggling.
Howie looks down. So quick he was in qualifying, so the setup is right. The setup from the Idemitsu Honda Racing Malaysia is definitely right, because Helmi's showing that. Second group, Tanat is through. And Fadila Arbi has got close to the second group. This will be encouraging for him.
Yeah, for the rider at the front of that group, Tanat Longpliao. He had better expectations of that for himself, as did Kazma. So you've got some real quality in that second group.
We'll just focus us on this for a while. And Fadila Arbi, the 250 champion, stepping up to 600s. He's got Kazma in front of him, and McKinley Kalpaz. I tell you what, if McKinley Kalpaz finishes ahead of Kazma, he'll be thrilled to bits. This is back to the front, where Anupab had a little glimpse down the inside, decided discretion the better part of valor. Actually had to put on the brakes, and it's Helmi Asman who's extended his lead at the end there to 0.8 of a second with 2 laps to go.
Impressive stuff from Helmi. The lap time's just starting to come off now, as you would expect. Flames out the back. Well, I do think the regulation should make unburnt fuel in the exhaust system compulsory, because it looks so good.
Not unless you're right on the tail there.
Yeah, have a good light.
Kip has closed in on the back of Anupab Sarmoon. And to be fair, they both...
Oh, and down he goes.
Powie goes down.
Oh, Khalid and Powie just pushed too hard, and the front went away from him. Oh, he looked like we were going to see the old Kip again, and it's just slipped away from him, literally.
Well, the picture tells a thousand tales.
So mixed feelings in the Idemitsu Honda garage. There he is in P3 right now. Leans it over, and the front just tucks, and away he goes. Oof.
What happened?
Yeah, well, if you don't know what happened, it's a problem.
Well, that's the end of his race. This will be a 0 points for Khalid and Powie, and it means up at the front that Helmi Asman holds the hopes for Idemitsu Honda, and Anupab Sarmoon can focus just on the man in front of him. He doesn't have to worry about what's going on behind him.
Yeah, Away Nugroho's persistence in P3. Looks like it's going to turn into a podium for him.
No, it's not. Herjan's right close. Herjan's right close. With a lap and a half to go, Herjan is right on his tail, Barry.
He is. Let's see what he can do. He did get close just now, then he dropped back, but we're getting to the business end of the race now. We're about to complete the penultimate lap.
Janatna looked through into P3 there. Helmy once again, the perfect line through the U-turn.
Why you got out of shape going into turn 15 as well. So yeah, sure enough, Hergen is through to P3.
Tanat Longplow is holding on to P5 ahead of Kyle Paz and Kazma Daniel. There is the burn once again. So this is for gold. The two teams, you can see them inset, bottom left. Yamaha looking nervous, but not as nervous, it must be said, as Zul, because he's just seeing Khalid and Pawi drop out. If Helmy Asman can hold on, though, this will be the story of the day so far.
It certainly would. Anupab maintained the station all the way through the race. Has he got something in the locker?
Well, there was 0.8 of a second the gap at the end of the penultimate lap. It was 0.2, 0.3. There's the Anupab last 9 laps. Well, dropping off the pace just a little bit the last 2.
Yeah, he's keeping himself in range. Oh.
Is that a look over the shoulder from Helmy?
I think he wants to.
He's just got to focus on what's going on. Focus. He's got the line. He's got the racing line. He's in control. Behind them in P3 is Hergen Atna. This is looking good for Astra Honda for a podium ahead of Waina Grohu. And Kyle Paz is ahead of Arbi, who's ahead of Kazma.
Yeah, he's just stretching his lead a bit, isn't he, Helmy? This is a clever race from the Malaysian.
It is really against the form book as well. And the confidence levels, and when he went down today, you worried for Helmy Asman, but he's got a big enough lead coming down the penultimate straight. Just get the line right, coming into the final corner. He goes narrow. I think Anupab looks for a slingshot around the outside, but Helmy is able to hold on, and Helmy Asman, this is a fantastic win for Idemitsu Honda Racing. Helmy Asman, he nods in appreciation. It's a win for Helmy.
Yeah, he's got plenty of wins under his belt, Helmy. I think this is the best win that he's had, because he's had to fight against, well, fight against his bike, and he's smashed the screen in joy. That is a fantastic performance. So, rider of the day, perhaps, certainly from my point of view, rider of the day, Helmy Asman. He's overcome a lot. He had to fight that bike all the way through the weekend. And he came up from P5 to take the win. That's such a clever, such a tenacious performance by Helmy. Massive congratulations to him.
Tim Better came up from P7 in qualification. Fantastic.